Hello and welcome to my brand new character PvP video. So I basically wanted to do this video to show people that you can, like, with a straight out of the box character, no more skills trained than what you get from start, you can actually go out and PvP. I know there's a couple of people before me that's done it, but yeah. I just wanted to do it for myself and also just to prove myself that my advice to new players actually work. So the fit we're going to use is dual web rail Merlin with an armor tank. The fit is actually stolen kinda from another streamer and YouTuber called Blood Ruin. Like he's gonna be able to explain the fit way better than I can, or so at least so it makes sense. So yeah, let's get to the fights. Alright, so in this first fight we're gonna fight a comet. So I basically see him on D-scan outside my plex, and I'm trying to align away towards the star to give me some range buffer from when he comes in. We're also gonna have to check if he's rail fit or if he's blaster fit. If he's rail fit, we can't fight him and we're gonna have to get out. So we do the check, he's blaster fit, and everything should be okay. So then yeah, just do the keep at range, and he will be out, like we will be in our optimal range and he will be in his like deep fall off and not be able to do damage. Against this guy we also just see that he is way faster, which means that he has an micro-op fitted, which means we will scram him and have him dual webbed, so we have complete range control. I also swap over to my drones tab because I'm expecting him to put out 3 drones to damage me, but for some reason he isn't. I don't know, he might just be a newer guy or something. I think if you have a bit more SP, you should be able to not kill the drones, but since this is a very low damage, I probably will have to kill the drones. So we check the D-scan and we see that there's a Tristan coming in too. Now this is definitely a problem for us, because if this guy has a friend, like, we're gonna die. However, I decide to stay around, because the comet is going down and the Tristan hasn't actually come in yet. So he's gonna come in at range. We're gonna start to get aligned, because if the Tristan starts going for us, then we can just go out and not die. And here we actually see that the Tristan is going for the comet, which is, well, yeah, good for us. We start to get aligned so that the Tristan can't catch us when the comet goes down. I do some bad mod management, but in the end it works out. We don't get the kill, but I mean it's still a good fight. Alright, so for this next fight we're gonna have a 2v1 against a Merlin and Executioner. I'm gonna start off with gate sliding in and just do the same thing as we did in the last fight and try and get some range. Just get aligned first and then get some range. They're actually quite slow, which means I get the opportunity to split them up. So we just burn off here for a little bit and wait for them to come in. Alright, so here comes the Executioner first, which is great for us, because the Executioner is the first target we want to shoot at. He's gonna be the least tanky, and yeah. So, same as before, like nothing fancy, just get the webs on, keep at range, heat, manage your heat, and yeah, we have a pretty straight up fight. And here comes the a bit tricky part. The Merlin is coming in. I'm thinking about just aligning and getting out, but as you can see, we managed to burn up for some bits, so the Merlin is quite a ways away, which means he can't really help his friend. And the Executioner is actually going down pretty good here. So when the Merlin is starting to close range, I'm gonna turn off one of my webs and put it over towards the Merlin, so we can start keeping at range on both of them, and slow his approach in. And the Executioner is actually going down too. And then we just do the same thing on the Merlin, we have two webs. He's a standard blaster fit Merlin, so we just swap over our both webs. We have complete range control, and like his damage range is not where he needs to be against me. So we just pull off and yeah, kill him. Alright, so this next fight is like a total clusterfuck. So here we fight against a Merlin and a Comet. I've tried to split them up by going range to a large plex, but they kinda land on top of me. However, I just do the same thing with the Merlin because they have me long pointed, so I can't really escape at this point. And I just try to separate my webs to split them off. And yeah, now the weird thing happens. A third party comes in with another Comet. So I'm having this fight. I'm actually doing quite well against the Merlin, and the Comet is just for some reason keeping too far out at range. So I decide to, since they have me long pointed, I'm just gonna go back in and just finish off this Merlin and see what we can do. And we see that the new Comet and the old Comet are actually starting to fight each other, which is, well, interesting. So after we kill this Merlin here, we have the chance to just walk away. But I decide to, you know what? Let's just see if we can go in and get some damage on the Comet that just came in, because I think he seems to be the better player, and if I can get my damage on top of him and manage to kill him before, we might be able to kill the other Comet afterwards. So we reload our guns, go back in, and we do a check on see if he's blasters rails. He's rails, which is really bad news for us. This is where I should have got a Q to just leave, because my damage isn't enough, like by a mile. But we're trying it anyway. So you see you have the both Comets they're fighting, and I'm trying to help help the other Comet that is losing. And the fight is actually starting to get pretty close. So slowly but surely the Comet we're helping is losing. And I hope that he like the rail Comet we are fighting currently has used up enough of his ancillary charges and everything to be able so we can kill him. Although I really underestimate the DPS I have. And also here's another point where I can leave. He just has me webbed and I'm aligned. I just think that, well, he should really be out of EHP, and the damage incoming is actually not that high. However, once he managed to get his drones on me, he kind of just volleys me and I die. So I should have got out when I could. So mistakes were made. But yeah, it was an interesting fight.